co-chair. And you remember I was one of the delegates who went to, from this committee, who went to Baringo. And Mr. Kanja, the way you have answered questions, I have no doubt that you will be able to sort out this thing. But my major concern, co-chairs, is the population in South Baringo and North Baringo who have been moved from their locations. They don't stay in their homes. What steps are you going to take? Remember, Chair, when we went there, there were even schools which were guarded by the security forces. And in spite of the fact that they were there, those bandits still attacked the school. So what are you going to assure the population? Because actually the people we must assure are the people of Baringo who have perpetually been under attack. And they want to hear from you what steps you are going to do. Okay, thank you. So let us allow the nominee now, because I see he has a lot of points to say. But please see how you can summarize so that we call for the other round of members. I was just emphasizing the point.
Thank you very much, co-chairs. It is true that is an area that has had problems for a long time. I've also worked in Baringo along my service time, and what was there was serious issues of cattle rustling. Now, as I've said there before, I've indicated that I would like to work with people. But remember, our government now, it has clearly indicated, as you have said, that this menace must be completely dealt with. And that is the reason why right now we have got a serious operation that is going on in the entire that area. But if approved and appointed as the IG, what I would like to do in that area, I would also like to leverage, and I know we have been doing this, to have, in the areas that we are also very thin on the ground, we need to have additional NPLs. NPLs, they are the local peoples. They understand their terrains, they understand their traditions, and the way of life. So myself, I would work very, very closely with people, with the leadership of these areas, to see to it that what is agreed is implemented, because I know we have local solutions in those areas that can actually be incorporated and assist the national government in sorting out the issues of cattle rustling. And I have indicated that I will be willing to work with all the leaders to listen to everybody so that we can be able to get a solution to deal with that menace once and for all. Otherwise, as I've indicated there before, we have got this very, very serious deployment in those areas. We are grateful that we have received back the air support services of the National Police Service. They are with us now, so we are much better. Although we still require a lot of support in terms of budgetary supports. We will still be coming back to this committee for such supports, because that way we can be able to do what we are supposed to do and ensure that that menace is really dealt with and abolished. So for the people in those areas, I want to affirm to them that it's an area that I understand very well. It's an area that I understand the problem that is there. It's an area that I will be going from time to time to ensure that the forces on the ground are doing what they are supposed to do, to ensure that the children of this area, they go back to schools, to ensure that the mothers and the fathers, they do what they are supposed to do from morning to the next morning, without looking over their shoulders on matters in security. So this is an area that personally I'm going to take charge.
Douglas, question?
The matters disarmament. Yes. On the
Proceed.
on the issues of disarmament.
But we are just trying to consider the number of members,
Yes.
the kind of question I know they have. You need, of course, to a little bit summarize to the point, but leaving nothing, so that you can able to address to the many questions and line up for you.
The issue of Tulu is on conflict of interest, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it's on conflict of interest, but there was also the issues of disarmament and where the firearms are coming from. Okay. So I just wanted to mention that our country, we are surrounded by a very, very disturbed area where we have got many sources of illicit firearms. The areas, the countries that I'm referring to, they are disturbed areas. You look at the Karamoja region, the Great Lake region has got a lot of challenges. But if approved and appointed the IG, myself, I would like to work with the other agencies, including the LEXA, that is the Regional Center on Small Arms Light Weapons. I would like to work with the Kenya National Focal Point. These are the bodies that are actually very much involved, because if we want to reach the other areas, we reach those areas through the REXA, the REXA teams. So mine is to ensure that we work with everybody so that we can be able to reach the other areas, the sources of these firearms. And then on our part internally, together with the Kenya National Focal Point, we continue to mop up all the firearms that are here. I've been very much there before, involved in the mopping up of firearms, destroying them in various areas within this Nairobi. And we are going to continue to mop up this, because an illegal firearm in the hands of the wrong person is a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous one, and that one does not rest well with the National Police Service. So on matters conflict of interest, the question that was raised by Honorable Fatuma, it is true. The National Police Service has had serious issues on matters conflict of interest. When I was the DIG, Kenya Police Service, not many officers, because there are internal mechanisms that are provided, especially by the service standing under the Police Act, on how to deal with these issues. So you find some of the officers, they are also the owners of the local bars, the owner of the local wine and spirits, the owner of the Matato there, the breakdown, as you have said. These are areas that when I was the DIG, in charge of the Kenya Police Service, I was hard on that, because it was agreed that you must choose.